Awesome.
I think a lot of our listeners, their favorite wrestlers and favorite wrestling moments are often shaped by how old they are when it happens. Like I've got a friend here in town, Arky Shea, big radio guy here in my local market of Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
He his favorite wrestler growing up was Tatanka, and he's a few years younger than me. And I was like, I don't get that at all. Tatanka was not one of my guys as a kid, but it doesn't mean it wasn't somebody's guy, like our pal Arky.
Everybody needs somebody sometime.
Chris Chavis, born June 8th, 1961, in Pembroke, North Carolina. He's a bodybuilder before he meets Buddy Rogers, who points him in the direction of Larry Sharp at the Monster Factory. And after
how much did Buddy get out of that?
Was that Buddy's deal? He'd introduce you, but you had to slide him some doll hairs.
Buddy, let me explain something to you about Buddy.
Okay.
Buddy didn't put his socks on if he wasn't getting paid by somebody for something. Buddy was a guy, man, that like actually made the slip and fall discovery of that. Oh my God, they got cameras. Buddy would do a slip and fall and get color.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
Yes, I'm being serious right now.
You knew of him doing slip and falls where he would get color and then he got caught on a camera doing it to himself?
Yeah.
How have I not heard this story?
Stop doing it. And he would sue. Oh my God, my back. I'm so, goddamn. How old are you, sir? 94, but I look good because I try to keep in shape. Yeah, blood and wearing white because the blood shows up there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
True worker.
A lot of guys used to do that. So many people used to do that all the time and shit. Go drop a fucking pickle jar because pickles are shit. And people will believe that, okay, hey, I can see slipping on a pickle jar because nobody wants to be near that piece of shit. And then they slip and they go, oh my God, my back, my sciatic. And they find a doctor that's in on the deal. And the doctor goes in and says, yeah, man, it's going to cost about, I don't know, $942,000. And then they get their $346,000. And then the other one gets the rest of it and you move on. Problem came along sometime in really in the 90s that cameras became a regular thing.
Right.
In supermarkets, in department stores, and in, just pretty much everywhere. And so when you see an old man look around the aisle, take a jar of pickles, whoops, take a bump. This was the other part that got me too. This was the other just incredible thing that really got me. Is I was told, and listen, I'm giving you guys hearsay. I'm giving you rumor and innuendo here, but I'm giving you stories that have been told and retold for centuries upon centuries. Centuries, 100 years, right? So centuries upon centuries upon centuries about Buddy doing this, but famous for it. He was famous for it. He would tell stories about it. Buddy Rogers, told me a story about one of his slip and fall escapades. Well, I was at the Cauliflower Alley Club in California when they used to hold it there at the Sportsman's Lodge or whatever. But so he would take the bump in case someone saw him because he could take a bump. Oh, he would take the bump. Get the gimmick out. Oh my God, I'm a poor old man. The pickle jar hit me in the head and I'm bleeding all over. Ow, my back. Take him to the hospital. He's got a bad back, man. Holy shit. This fall fucked this poor old man's back up. Because he's listed as an accountant at J&J Furnham-Snavitz. So that couldn't have hurt his back.
Right.
His real name wasn't Buddy Rogers.
Right.
So what are you going to check up, man? Unless you're an old wrestling fan. And if you are a wrestling fan, then you're going, oh my God, Mr. Rogers, are you okay?
Right.
So yeah. But Buddy fucking didn't do shit if he wasn't getting paid for it. And don't take this as Buddy Rogers bashing, man. This is just the old school way, old school carny shit that used to be done all the time, every single day. It's on the road to, hey, where are we going today? Are we gonna pass that convenience store there? You know, yeah, the one in Nuevo Laredo. Right. Yeah, let's stop in there and rob them again. This shit happen all the time. So when you say that Tatanka got introduced, I'm sure that somewhere along the line there was an envelope with Buddy's name on it, or just the cash.
Yeah, quick little Google search. Yeah, he did, quote unquote, suffer a fall at a supermarket. I had never heard this story before. And this quote was attributed to Mr. Rogers. Screw your friends and be nice to your enemies, so your enemies will become your friends, and then you can screw them too.
It's about right. Yeah. Sounds like Buddy.
Wow.
That sums him up. Great guy, loves the business. Nature boy.
Maybe not such a great guy.
I got to tell you, man, I enjoyed. If there were ever, you know, when you think of fireside chats, man, and you think about sitting around the fire at night with a bunch of dudes that are in the same industry or something like that, and you having an opportunity to have a few adult beverages. And guys go around the horn and they tell stories. I guarantee you, Buddy Rogers was in that circle. I was there, man, because he told some entertaining stories. God, what a storyteller he was, man. Absolutely fantabulous. But he's full of shit too.
Right.
I'm sure there's a lot of Buddy Rogers. Oh my God, he was this, lovers and all that shit. I love Buddy too. I'm just telling you, he's full of shit.
Well, he was maybe not full of shit when he introduced Chris Chavis to Larry Sharp at the Monster Factory.
He got it somewhere.